Alright, so come back to look at when I instantiate print writer, right? So I need to import it here. Now, one thing that we need to make sure when we use file scanner, we have to close them when you're done. Okay, so now print writer, instead of system.out.print, I can just say output.print. That's it. You can write to the file. Very easy and basic. 2 more lines and import 3 more lines, right? Actually 2 more lines, import it, instantiate it, and output just replace with system.out with the instance name of print writer. And after you're done, you're supposed to close it, right? Because you don't want to leave it open. Okay. Yeah, I'm done writing the file. Let's test running. It's done. So we should say some statement to the user. Otherwise, you remember just what happened, right? It's actually done. I will show you. It's right to the file. Remember, it's not going to do anything, so you should just maybe pop up the message, say complete, right? Reading numbers and write there, and you may find the report on, right, on out.txt file, something like that. So to let us know that, hey, program is complete the process, right? There you go. We're done, right? Complete. Okay, let's check then. You can go to this project and refresh it by hit F5. Voila, we write the output right there to out.txt. Okay, so that's how you read and write. Now this is perfect because we have the memory now. You can write everything to the memory. That means you can do authentication, username, password to read in from the file. To read in from the file is just this guy, right? To write, we already know, write just this guy. So that means next time when you rerun the program, you already have it right into the file. Alright, so now let's test some. So now we're going to modify our application to make it look nice a little bit by using GUI to open the file, to switching between the read input file. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to use FileChooser. Let me private FileChooser. Alright, instantiate it, importing it. Instance name FileChooser. Import. Alright, so how do we use FileChooser? So this is a guy, right, where I'm not going to specify the file name anymore. I'm going to use new FileChooser. I'm not sure what it's going to return. We have to check Java doc. Okay, we could check Java doc. Okay. So let's go and check FileChoosers. Also, let's look sample. That can help too. And Javadoc is also can help. Show open dialog. Okay. Return int. Let me just get to the Javadoc. Okay, so new FileChooser. Okay. So it's something like new file name extension. You can filter by file name. That's cool, right? And then you can set file filter after you filter by file name. Now we're not going to worry about that filter yet. We better just do this one. Okay, like you just say show open dialog. It should pop up on the top of the parent windows, and then return the option that you say. It's going to be a constant approve option. That means you pick that one. Okay, and this is to say, hey, you just choose this file. Okay, so that means you do not get name after that. Alright, so something like this has to happen here. So instead of FileChooser, I'm going to name chooser. Okay, now I didn't instantiate it. Let me just instantiate at that point. Alright, so now this is, let's say no for now. We didn't have, if we have parent windows in GUI, we can handle that as the parents. Make it to statics, because we're in the static method, have to use statics. Alright, so this is just going to store this guy, right, into the name here. So I'm going to move my file name up and say here, right, file name pretty much equals to this guy that you choose. And I'm going to leave this print statement right there to make sure that we run, and it's just to validate it at this point, right? File name cannot be, then you need to initialize it first. They just want you to initialize into something. Okay. Alright, so we got a chooser now. Alright, so let me just create a text file again. Notepad. Alright, so put some numbers, 8 and divide by what? 2, right? Save this file to document, say num.txt. Alright, so program again. Choose that num.txt that I just created. If it's done reading, here it says it's read the num.txt, it's good. There's a problem reading the file. There you go. You see, we handle that. That's good thing about try catch, right? So what is wrong when we say problem reading the file? It couldn't find the file, correct? So we said file name here. So that means somewhere around here that could be a problem. So let me try to system.out. This is like debugging it to see if at this point it's actually show, right? Before scanner. Then I know it's really read in. Let's run again. Alright, so that's num.txt that I have. Oh, it's that problem because I left it open. There's nothing else. When the file is being used, then there's a problem, correct? You can't read the file that's being opened. Now I close the file. Before scanner num.txt. Okay, still having a problem reading the file. Num.txt is good, being passed into here, and we being tested logic. Let me try again since I just closed it right after I run it. That could be the problem. In order to debugging this method is not useful for us. This is only useful for the user to know that, hey, something wrong with your file, right? Like for us, that's why we like to have the e.stack traits or they have a print text. Yeah, print stack threads right there. It's going to show you. It's pretty much just press all the stacks to tell you where it went wrong. Like we like to, like I said, this one like to go into log file and send a report to Microsoft, something like that. So that pretty much do the void return. That means it's pretty much just print. So I'm gonna read it like that and see what happens. Okay, so I can try to navigate back. Now I want to verify this too at the same time on my document cnum text documents. Let's see if I open it. 8 and 2, that's good. So it looks good. Alright, here's when you print stack traits, right? So this is what it is when you print stack traits coming out. It's already print for you, that's why you don't need to do system.out. File not found, it couldn't find a file. Oh, I know. Because of the file path. It's not in the same location. That's it. You see, when it's try the, this is meaningful for me. I can translate lightweight because I've seen this a lot. Cannot find, that means there's no path. When you read the file, you didn't give the path to it because I happen to be in different location now. Remember? So I need to give the path, which is the documents path, which is under C, like there, right? Okay. Now, alright, there are two ways to handle this. We know the issue is the file path. One is you can find it, specify the definite path. Okay, but the definite path is, of course, it's only work on your machine. If you happen to do this program in your local machine, which is not a recommended way, but it's easy to understand and explain at this point. So I'm going to explain it first, and I'll show you another way. Like this file name is supposed to initialize to the path, for example. Just give the definite path. And I'd like to show you this because in Java we have the slash to represent something, right? So that's why you have to do either this way, okay, like a Unix system, another slash. If you work on Unix, you're fine. Okay, you pretty much just go to the current home and so on. Now, when you get to that, you need to do another slash at the end because it's going to concatenate to the file name, right? Which I have to do plus equals, concatenate it back. Alright, so let's run it. This time it should work. There you go. Right, it's wrote the file already. And you can actually tell that where you want to look at. Voila, 4. See that? It's replacing it. You can appending to. Right? So if you don't want it to replace, because if you do output.print, it's going to replace. And you can do .append. Right? Or dot. Might be right, so let me test with output.write. But the write is passing the string, so string dot value of, it's looking for string, so I need to convert into string, double to string. And let's test again. Alright, so let's see if it's appending. It's actually, it's the same file, so if I test with different one, which